Hello and welcome to today's episode of Undertale. There was a slight technical difficulty while recording the last episode. Apparently, while editing, I lost some of the audio. So, this episode is going to be mostly me trying to explain what happened, but in a fun and humorous manner, because that's what this channel is about. So, without further ado, let's get right into it! So I went to fight Papyrus, and he was all like, "Wait, what are you doing here? You're not supposed to escape." So of course, we fight. And also, of course, I start out with doing what I do best, which is flirting with the big sexy mug. And that doesn't go so well as usual because, he's too busy, fighting to flirt. And so anyways, I continue to flirt with him. And of course, he's still too busy, fighting to flirt back. But instead, he tells me he is going to use his special power on me. And that excites me a little bit in my pants. And then Papyrus does some dabs behind his ear. Dabs some cologne behind his ear. Whatever, just the same thing. And he goes, "I can taste my future popularity." And then I think I'm real smooth with a blue bar, and then I get sneak attacked. Then he dabs some marinara behind his ear. Then I pulled off the sickest jump anyone's ever seen, ever. Got it. And Papyrus just continued on to tell me he was the world's greatest spaghettor. I don't know what it means, you don't know what it means, none of us know what it means. It's alright, let's move forward. Then I pull off some more super cool badass Batman moves. Then Papyrus proceeds to rub some anime shit behind his ear. I don't know what that was about. Then some cute juice. Then some attraction slime. Then some beauty yogurt. And then finally, Papyrus realizes he doesn't have ears. Yeah. He finally figured it out. And then I was defeated because I have horrible depth perception and can't figure out light from dark and tall from short or anything. Though I may have escaped before, I will not be escaping this time because he's made, I guess, some further preparations, and he says that I will not want to leave. Well, trapped in his garage, I guess, again, he leaves me with some hot dogs cut up with kibble and a note that states, "Please ask before you escape." When I went missing, he was worried sick, slightly bone-trustled Papyrus. But, needless to say, I escaped and continued down a path to fight Papyrus one more again. Back again, eh? I suppose it's my fault. I told you before that I would make you spaghetti. It's only natural that you would want to see me. In the dire hope that I would make you some. Well, I understand. Papyrus is hungry too. Hungry for justice. And then we begin to fight. And of course, what do? Being the nice guy that I am, I'll flirt with him, of course. Come on, he's a super hottie. He continues on, and I flirt with him, 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 until he finally remembers that he doesn't have ears again. And that's where things begin to get interesting. I battle through lots of hard little puzzles of his, and eventually the heat gets too much. And also, I now have 4 health. But Papyrus is trying his hardest to play it cool. And that's where things got hairy and I lost due to the pressure. You are persistent, but it just won't work on me. I am the persistentest. And if you think you are persistentest, that is wrong. Grammatically wrong. Because nobody is as persistent as Papyrus. The persistentest. No one not as persistent as the persistentists. And so I was trapped again. So I escaped and went to fight him one last time. Except that this time when I was greeted by Papyrus, I was greeted with a whole new dialogue. "You're back again? I finally realized the true reason why. You just miss seeing my face so much. I'm not sure I can fight someone who feels this way. But mostly, I'm getting really tired of capturing you. Fight Papyrus, yes or no? And of course, because I'm a pansy, I debated back and forth for about, 2 seconds. And decided no. Okay, I guess I'll accept my failure. It still makes me laugh. I can't even stop someone as weak as you. Undyne's going to be disappointed in me. I'll never join the Royal Guard, and my friend quality will remain stagnant. What should you say? Let's be friends? Or what a loser? Well, I'm a nice guy, so. Really, you want to be friends with me? Well then, I guess I could make allowance for you. Wow, we haven't even had our first date. And I've already managed to hit the friend zone. Who knew that all I needed to make pals was to give people awful puzzles and then fight them? You taught me a lot, human. I hereby grant you permission to pass through, and I'll give you directions to the surface. Continue forward until you reach the end of the cavern. Then, when you reach the capital, cross the border. That's the magical seal trapping us all underground. Anything can enter through it, but nothing can exit. Except someone with a powerful soul. Like you! That's why the king wants to acquire a human. He wants to open the barrier with soul power. Then us monsters can return to the surface. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you. To reach the exit, you will have to pass through the king's castle. The king of all monsters. He is, well, he's a big fuzzy pushover. Everybody loves that guy. I'm certain if you just say, "Excuse me, Mr. Dreamer, can I please go home?" He'll guide you right to the bear himself. Anyway, that's enough talking. I'll be at home being a cool friend. Feel free to come by and have that date. And he walks crazily over the water. And I continue to press forward, because I'm a trooper and I ruin things in games. So I hope you guys aren't upset about that. So then I continue down to walk through some waterfall-y path with some diamonds in the rough. And I end up coming up on all of these little fellows and a booth. Not quite sure what's going on there, but we'll find out. So I save and I continue to talk to this fish guy here, who ends up telling me this is an echo flower. It repeats the last thing it heard over and over. Then I go down to the little yellow guy. Yo, are you sneaking out to see her too? Awesome. She's the coolest, right? I want to be just like her when I grow up. Hey, don't tell my parents I'm here. And I'm very confused about that. Then I talked to old Sans over there, and he's like, "What, you never seen a guy with 2 jobs before?" Fortunately, 2 jobs means more regularly required breaks. Then he asked me if I wanted to go to Grillby's, and I was like, I'm busy. Because, we got a lot of shit to figure out in this game right now. I turned down Papyrus' date. I can't just, take him on a date before. I just felt bad. Then we came across this place where there's waterfall and some rocks, and I was very confused by it. So I saw the flower and thought to look there, and which gave me the notes that there might be something behind that water. That's when I realized that I can literally just walk across it. And then I ran into some grass, and this happened. Hi, Undyne. I'm here with my daily report. Regarding that human I called you about earlier. Huh? Did I fight them? Yes, of course I did. I fought them valiantly. What? Did I capture them? Well, no. I tried very hard, Undyne, but in the end, I failed. What? You're going to take the human soul yourself? But Undyne, you don't have to destroy them, you see. I understand. I'll help you in any way I can. And you almost saw me. It scared the piss out of me. Oh, shibby.